be kidding me.
On Windows, you go to Apps and Features, scroll all the way down and hit Uninstall. Oh, that's pretty nice. It actually tells me if I want to delete my preferences and everything, so I'm going to assume it's going to actually delete everything. Okay, well that was pretty easy, but I really like VLC, so let's get it back on my Windows system. So in this case, I'm going to go to the official VLC website.
A few moments later.
So that's super fucking annoying. Why? Next, and we're going to slam that bad boy right back to where it was. Now I'm just going to go ahead and confirm that it was actually deleted, rather. VLC? It's all still in here. Why is there stuff when I uninstalled it earlier? How annoying is that? So anyways. Okay.
But why?
Okay, I want to show you something that's like really cool to me. If you're following along, don't do this part. I just want to show it to you. So I just ran a command that lists all of my installed goods, basically. It's dpkg space -- list. So that's what you're seeing on the screen. Now you just saw me uninstall everything, but it didn't uninstall everything. When you uninstall using the remove command or through PopShop, it will retain user settings, themes, stuff like that. So if you happen to reinstall everything, you don't have to go through those steps of recustomizing everything. It's a very small file. I tend to keep those in case I reinstall a program in the future. So when you're looking for an application, say TimeShift, and it's not on there, but you see it on this command that I just used, that's all it is. So now you know you can keep it. What if you wanted to remove all of it? Well, you can use the purge command instead of remove command. Purge command removes everything, including user settings and customizations, themes, blah, blah. I'm going to use removing TimeShift as an example, but do not follow this part. I want you to keep TimeShift. So you're going to type in sudo apt space -- purge, which removes fucking everything, remove space TimeShift. Okay, this should not be overlooked. You have a password to type in. That's fucking awesome. That way when your kid cousin shows up and he's trying to make room for some Minecraft mods, he can't get rid of everything. He doesn't know your password. You Gucci, dog. As opposed to Windows, I mean, you're losing everything, bro. Sorry. Let's see if it's really gone, though. Let's type in dpkg space -- list. Scroll down to TimeShift, and oh my god, it is not there. Now, before I show you this, I need you to understand that I use Windows daily. I use Windows specifically to play Overwatch with my friends and family. Mainly due to the fact that Activision Blizzard was throwing the ban hammer on all Linux users at one point, but it seems as though they fixed that, so I'll be moving back to Linux for Blizzard gaming. So earlier I recorded an example of uninstalling VLC on Windows. I promise, and I swear to God, this was not scripted, but this is the whole reason why I was showing you the purge command. Obviously, I'm going to edit out some of the waiting and the Windows level frustrations I was dealing with. Nobody needs to see that. Okay, let's watch me uninstall VLC on Windows. Okay, so let's say you're on Windows and you want to uninstall an application. I'm going to use VLC as an example. On Windows, you go to Apps and Features, and once that opens up, you are going to scroll all the way down and find the application and hit uninstall. And the shitty part is Windows doesn't ask you for a password, and so it just assumes you're you. Oh, that's pretty cool. It tells me where it's located. So, C drive, program files, video LAN subfolder, and VLC. Wonderful. So we're going to click Next. Oh, that's pretty nice. It actually tells me if I want to delete my preferences and everything. So I'm going to assume it's going to actually delete everything. Some programs leave a bunch of garbage behind, so that's why you end up with programs like CC Cleaner and all of this extra shit. That's why Windows kind of gets bloated over time. Some of the times it's the user's fault for just not maintaining their system, and other times it's just bad program design. You kind of don't know. Okay, well that was pretty easy. VLC is off of my system now, but I really like VLC, so let's get it back on my Windows system. And to do so, I'm going to pretend like I'm an unvetted member of society and I just don't really know what to do. And because I respect myself, I'm actually going to use DuckDuckGo. But for a moment, imagine that these first 5 links are ads or random articles that lead to bad links to the program or outdated versions of the programs or even modified versions of the programs. And the worst part is that some of these websites even feature ads that look like the download button. So who the fuck knows what you're downloading at the end of the day? So in this case, I'm going to go to the official VLC website and download the version that I want for my 64-bit Windows 10 system.
A few moments later.
So that's super fucking annoying. Why? Next, and we're going to slam that bad boy right back to where it was. Now I'm just going to go ahead and confirm that it was actually deleted, rather. So we're going to go to Video, Video LAN, VLC. It's all still in here. Why is there stuff when I uninstalled it earlier? How annoying is that? So anyways. Opening for writing the program. Okay, so it's probably during the installation it detected that there was something in there in the file that they were trying to write to. Okay, so what if you were a user that didn't understand what the fuck this was? You'd probably just be like, okay, cool, so this is not working. Cool. So I'm not exactly sure, but it's probably trying to create the same file with the same name, so that's why this error is popping up. So I'm just going to click ignore, and hopefully VLC is going to work fine. But that's one of the things that aggravates me about Windows is like I do not know if these fuck ups were my fault or the program's fault. Like in my experience, it's been so much easier to figure this shit out on Linux because it's open source, there's a community to help you guide through it. And on Windows, even though there's a community, you know, most of the time they suggest like use this tool, use this program. It ends up being the same shit, just recycled. Now, I'm not knocking on Windows for this reason, it's just a different experience for the user. But if you don't want your ass getting tracked, your keys getting logged and all of that shit, then you get the benefit of really knowing what your system is doing because it's open source. You can dig in yourself.